hope you guys don't mind that this is the scenario right now. Today we're going to 3 different websites. But you guys, I have a confession. So at this stage in the game, introducing solids, this little freaking 2-piece set, there were several of y'all that came for me about that, and I have something to say. Girl, we're on to the meter. You're my sweetheart. Oh, there it goes. Okay. When you're around, I feel the spark takes me higher, sweetheart. Let me be close to you forever, never, darling. Here's cucumber. You're my sweetheart. You're my sweetheart. We're switching up the lunch as of this week. You guys probably already saw it on my Instagram story, but it's not that we were getting sick of the sandwiches. I was just feeling something a little bit more well-rounded as far as just like more nutrition, you know, like more veggies, like I was just craving it, but it still had to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, no pun intended, because there's lemon on this. So if you didn't pick up on when we were making it together, it's microwavable rice in like a bag, which I'm not super keen on, but you just gotta pick your battles, you know? If we tried to be perfect as far as like everything and avoiding plastic and like in all areas of life, I'd probably just stick with my sandwiches, and that's not the point, you know? So we've got the rice, which is super easy to heat up. Chicken, which Jack made a ton of just all at once one day, and we keep it in the fridge. And then you saw that we cut up tomatoes, cucumbers. We have a tub of tzatziki sauce, and then on mine, I have some feta sprinkle and fresh lemon juice on both Jack and I's, and it is It was fresh. It's quick. I needed something that I could still prep with Annie with me so that she doesn't lose patience, you know? So that was like number one criteria. And like, what can we do in order to switch up lunch and make it just a little bit more fresh feeling, you know? Annie Banani had her 6-week appointment yesterday. 6 week, oh my gosh, 6-month appointment yesterday. She did so good. She was very, very vocal. She had no problem telling people that she didn't want them in her face. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm talking about you. After the doctor was done and the nurse came back in the room, she was like, I heard that Annie loved this appointment. Like, you could just hear her, I guess, like down the hall. We love a vocal queen. We love a vocal queen. I love you. But I got to ask all of my questions as far as like what our pediatrician recommends as just like basic do's and don'ts as far as introducing solids. I love our pediatrician. She's just very relaxed while also just giving us guidelines when we ask about them, and I love that. So at this stage in the game, as far as introducing solids goes, we're just doing a bunch of tasting things because she's literally never tasted anything before besides breast milk. And so that's so exciting. So it's not really about like full meals at this point, which is nice. It's just kind of tasting things, seeing what she likes. Oh, Hippo went away from you? She loves Hippo so much. And also slowly introducing allergens and watching out for reactions with those. So those are the things that we're focusing on right now. She's tried sweet potato, a little bit of sweet potato, a little bit of apple, and she's loved both of them. She's very curious. Like, she furrows her brow, but she's always reaching for more. So I'm like, okay, she likes it. I want to try a green veggie next, like broccoli or peas. And I also can't wait for her to try yogurt too. Once we try yogurt, I'll be able to like mix in just a small amount of peanut butter, and we know what to watch out for as far as reactions go. So I feel good about that. I feel more confident and really excited to dive in. I'm so pumped. I think once we get just like some basic tastes of the common things that babies might start out with food and introducing the common allergens, I think after those basic things, I'll feel really good about just like giving her a little bite of something that I'm having. Like if it's soft enough, if it's small enough, you know, not full on baby wet weaning, but like having her try some of the things and the flavors that we're having as well. Because the ideal scenario, and I feel like every parent kind of starts out with this, I'm sure we'll learn along the way, but the ideal scenario is that we're not cooking like 2 different meals, like one for her and one for us most of the time. So that would be ideal. So getting her into the flavors that we're having would be really great. During this morning's feed, she drank so much milk, mostly because she slept like all the way through the night to about 8:20 or something. She was probably pretty hungry, but she drank so much milk that she vommed everywhere. It just all came back up. She totally overstuffed herself with milk, and I was just not paying attention to how much she was drinking. So we've got a couch cushion cover, both the protectant and the outer boppy cover, my clothes that I was wearing, her clothes that she was wearing in the wash right now. 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. Woo! Cheer mommy on? Do your squat. Yes! You move and mama moves. Annie moves and mama moves. Mama. One. Oh, hello. I wanted to do this while I was in the nursery so that I could like hold up specific articles of clothing that came to mind. But my Annie Banani is having such a hard time today. She just needed mama snuggles. We could not independently play today. But the other day we noticed that her jammies are just starting to get a little bit snug, you know, when the like neck seems to be stretching a little bit or her toes seem to be a little more squished than they usually are. And I was like, crap, I have not been on top of like getting enough clothes for the next size. We have like miscellaneous pieces and things that I've thrifted, but really getting down to the basics and things that like we have come to know what work for us best. And it's kind of a fun exercise because I feel like with every new size, you kind of learn even more and hone in even more on the staples that you want for your baby in the wardrobe. I still have found that fun outfits, although they're so freaking cute. They're just not what we gravitate towards for every day. But the other thing is, as she gets older, there are different things that we gravitate more towards. For example, when I'm looking at this next size up, like 6 to 9 or 6 to 12, depending on the brand, I'm looking more for, one, warmer weather stuff, which I'm not entirely sure if I'm getting the right stuff, but we'll find out. And two, making sure that for the most part, she has a good mix of like footed pajamas, like lightweighted footed pajamas, but also, we have found that we really like the stuff with the feet out. As she becomes more mobile, she can grip more things, she can feel more things. If it was up to her, she'd be in her diaper only, like all day, every day. So far, we had more than enough clothes before she even got here for the newborn and the 0 to 3 month. But because we already had those clothes beforehand, before actually like trying out what brands we liked and things like that, the 3 to 6 month was really the time where I got to experiment with just different brands and a mix of things. And here are my thoughts on those. I tried Old Navy stuff for the first time, and I would say it's kind of a mixed bag. I loved this one piece that we got with the feet out, and I ended up getting it in the next size up, as you guys know, and I'll probably get it in the next size up with this haul too. It's nice and snug fitting with not being like too tight or anything like that, and I loved it a lot more than their just standard footed pajamas. I struggle because I liked the standard footed pajamas from Old Navy because they were lightweight and they did the job, but the quality, like they just stretched out and like didn't go back to the form, you know. It's not like they were stretchy, like they just stretched out and they just felt very cheap over time or just over a few washes. And they're not that cheap. Like on sale, they're like $9 for one of them. Maybe that's a good price, but I've just found better prices, especially when you get packs and stuff from different websites. For the quality, it just doesn't sit well with me, but they get the job done. So it really is a preference thing. I tried Target, like Cloud Island, is that the brand, for the first time last size, Cloud Island, and we liked those. We went to them a lot. I liked the fit. They're pretty lightweight. We only had pajamas in Cloud Island and we liked them. So those are my thoughts on that. I love pair pajamas. They're definitely on the higher end as far as price goes, and they did so well during the winter. The only reason that I wouldn't be looking for them in pajamas, more so like footy pajamas, for this next haul is because they're really nice and thick. Like the quality of the fabric is so there, but they're definitely on the thicker side. So as the weather gets warmer and we navigate like air conditioning in her room versus not air conditioning and making sure the temperature is good, I just don't want to put her in super thick stuff right now. Baby Gap, as far as their thickness and their quality, etc., is really great in between. We really like their pajamas still. We really like their stuff. But the only thing is that their zipper jammies, like on sale, are like $12 a pop. So I love trying new brands. I love finding that sweet spot where I'm not spending too much on like one article of baby clothing that she's going to grow out of in a few months from now, while also getting the quality. So if I can kind of balance that, that's preferable. You guys know that I do like to thrift some of her stuff, but with her and finding the time to go sifting through the thrift store, it's just a little tougher nowadays. But 6 months postpartum and 6 months into her life, I am getting that itch to brave a store with her, potentially. Maybe more on that later in this vlog. I'm trying to think of any other outfits that we ended up really enjoying. My friend got us a couple Life is Good long sleeve bodysuits, and those are in the rotation a lot. She loves having her legs out, again with the feet out and the legs out as she became more mobile, and those bodysuits, the quality of those clothes were really good and we constantly were wearing those. Also, when I was pregnant and I called those things with the snap unders bodysuits, there were several of y'all that came for me about that, and I have something to say. If you go to these websites and you click on the category, like under baby clothes, the category that says bodysuits, that's exactly what they are. That's what the stores call them. Some of you guys were coming for me saying that they were called onesies, which I'm sure you can call, like they literally are a one piece of clothing, you know? But on a lot of websites, the stuff that snaps underneath the diaper are called bodysuits. But anyway, I have worked on narrowing down what I'm gonna buy for her just off the bat for her 6 to 9, again 6 to 12 months types of clothes. And today we're going to 3 different websites. We're gonna try H&M for some staples for the first time. I've thrifted a couple things, but she's yet to wear them because they're in a bigger size. We're gonna go back to Old Navy for a couple of things, and then we're gonna go to Target for a couple of things. Starting off in H&M, I'm gonna pick up a 3-pack of some ribbed long sleeve bodysuits. Again, we really liked the long sleeve bodysuits from Life is Good this time around, so I definitely know that those would be a great in between as the weather gets a little bit warmer, but not like super summery quite yet. I got them in the blush tones. I heard that H&M runs a little big too, so I am curious how these are gonna fit, but I wanted to get the next size up anyway, just in case. This little freaking 2-piece set, I was served up this on Instagram and I ran to H&M immediately. This was actually the inspiration for this H&M section of the haul anyway. It's got little ice creams on it, like it's so cute. It's so cute. So that had to be in here. And then they had a 2-pack of cotton pajamas with the feet out. And because we loved the Old Navy ones so much with the feet out, and I wanted to try out H&M anyway, I have those in the cart, and these prints are just freaking adorable. And then as the weather gets warmer, I also have a 2-pack of these jumpsuits. So they're more shorts and short sleeve. And I also look at these things as full-on outfits anyway, because we are a like 1-piece household at the moment. The 2-piece shirt and short set is definitely out of our comfort zone. Literally anything that is like 1 piece is just so easy. What I find with like a shirt and short set is if it doesn't snap under her diaper, the shorts or the pants just like end up scooting her diaper down, and it annoys the crap out of me because I'm just constantly thinking like she'll just pee outside her diaper, or if she poops, she's gonna just like poop outside her diaper. So between some pajama staples turned outfit staples, as well as a cute little outfit, I feel really good about that H&M haul. For Old Navy, I have that 1-piece. This will be the 3rd time that I am buying it in 3 different sizes. And then I have a ribbed baby footed pajama on here. I forgot to mention this when I was talking about Old Navy pajamas. We have just like the cotton pack that we got, but we also bought 1 ribbed pajama last time, and I love the stretchiness of it. It definitely runs a little bit bigger, so she's still fitting in that, and I love how lightweight it is. And so when thinking about as it gets warmer outside and we think about footy pajamas in general, we're getting less footy pajamas than last time, but the ones that I'm getting, I'm thinking about it being a little bit warmer, so I definitely want things that are lighter weight. And both these items were on sale at Old Navy, so I'm grabbing 1 more of the ribbed footy pajamas from Old Navy. And then for Target, the only thing that I'm grabbing off of there is a 3-pack of Cloud Island pajamas. Again, these ones are not super thick. We really liked them, and so having just 4 footed pajamas in our circulation, I feel good about to start off with anyway. And right now, this Cloud Island pack is $12 total, so for what, $4? $4 per pajama, so I feel really great about that as well. Everything in the Old Navy cart and the Target cart are on sale. We're really just splurging on the H&M situation, but I'm really excited because that's honestly all of the cutest stuff anyway. I'm gonna pull the trigger on this stuff so we have it in the next few days when she definitely starts really growing out of the things that she's wearing right now. So look forward to a 6 to 9 month baby clothes haul very soon. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Yeah. I just went to delete some clips so that I could make room on my card, and I couldn't tell what were old clips versus new clips because Mama wears this sweatshirt like every single day. Part of me is proud of getting like so much use out of the stuff that I buy, but at the same time we gotta switch it up once in a while, don't we? It's not the last wig window, it's the last like stretch of when I have her during the day, and she's doing pretty good. Usually she's like a lot fussier at this point, but she's been a little bit fussy since her doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and today is Thursday, so that's pretty normal. But you guys, I have a confession, and I'm only confessing this for anyone who feels in the same boat. At 6 months old, Mama still does not know how to do your car seat. I don't. And it has to do with my mental block of leaving the house with her, specifically in the car with her, without Jack. I have not done it yet, not once. Every time we leave the house in the car, hence the need for the car seat, Jack is with us, so I don't need to learn how to do the car seat because he's always been with us. But honestly, one, for a safety thing, what if Jack is somewhere and we need to get in the car and go get him for some reason and I wouldn't know how to safely do your car seat? But two, I've touched on this before, but going places with her is really scary. I think I got a question one time, I think it was in a comment on a video, and it was someone who was currently pregnant and wanted to know specifically what was scary for new moms to like exit the house. And there's a number of different reasons depending on the person. Are you scooting me back? Are you bullying me? Some moms are afraid in the early days to leave the house because of germs, their weakened immune system, it's fresh, it's new, etc. That personally was not a fear of mine. I thought it would be a bigger fear of mine, but it had to do with her crying in public. And it might not seem like a big deal to some people, but I know that it's a common fear, like, what if my baby starts crying in public? Which I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to tell myself that that's silly. Like, babies do deserve to take up space in public just as much as other people. But looking back, I think the fear really does come from how wishy-washy I can't even like talk about serious things with you here because you're so cute. It's how wishy-washy she was temperament-wise as a baby. She was incredibly colicky when I look back at it. And when I was in it, I was so hesitant to label it, but it's not a formal diagnosis, as a lot of us know. But if she was not, bless you. But in the early stages, if she was not eating or sleeping, she was crying. She was so incredibly upset. You were so upset. And so that just made it so stressful to go anywhere because, again, if she was not physically eating or physically sleeping, she was crying. So it was just a very stressful situation. It was also really hard to have visitors on the early days. I didn't have visitors nearly at all. I had my parents, and then I think Jack's sister came, and she has a baby of her own, so it made for a very not stressful visit. But I just felt like it was always so chaotic. So I was just very fearful of going anywhere because of that. And I think it's just bled into the later months of her being a little babe. But I recently have had the itch and the inkling to go places with her. And it's not necessarily to, I hope you guys don't mind that this is the scenario right now. It's not that I want to specifically go places with her without Jack, like actively like exclude him in our outings. But since I take care of her during the day, I'm so tired of like feeling like I can't. Hi, baby. I know. I'm so tired of feeling like I can't go do like simple errands, like go get more shampoo, go get her more diapers, like when we have all this time together during the day, because I'm afraid to go places with her, specifically in the car, like I said, without Jack. There are so many things that I like wait for her to go down for her nap for, or like work around when Jack is available to do. And it's like, that's such a shame because, especially with the carrier, I know that she enjoys going places. Like, we all together went grocery shopping the other day in a front-facing carrier. She was being carried by Jack, and this girl freaking loved it. She just wants to be on the move all the time. We even had to be careful, like when Jack was picking something up off the shelves, she was also trying to pick stuff off the shelves. It was a really fun time, but I've just had a block of doing it by myself. Like the idea of driving with her in the back seat without me, yeah, like there to console her, because shocking, she doesn't like her car seat. This active little bean does not like being contained in anything, including her stroller, actually. So nothing. Literally nothing. No containment. Not for this girl. So it's like, I know that I'll be in the front seat and I know that she will be crying in the back, and like how to handle that and just block it out until we get to a destination. But then when we get to the destination, because I wasn't back there to like console her or like busy her during our car ride, will she even be calm enough or be able to be calmed down enough to get in the carrier and go into a store? Like, will she be okay to do that once we even get to where we're going? So those are the thoughts. However, like I said, I literally in the middle of the night, like I woke up and I was like, I'm tired of not being able to go places. Like before, I wasn't putting any pressure on myself to do that. I was actively making sure I wasn't pressuring myself to like go places that I just didn't really want to go, or like challenge myself with things that I just didn't really want to do. But this is a challenge that is speaking to me currently, and I want to go to Target with you. Like I want to go to Target. You can't have a cake pop quite yet, but I want to do that. I want to go and roam the Target toy section with you, and I want you to pick out a toy yourself. A mama-daughter dates. That's what I want to do. So this weekend, Jack and I have devised a plan, baby steps, if you will. We do this whenever I want to challenge myself. So for example, going for a stroller walk with her, we did it together, and then I did a couple by myself. And when we would do it together as like a test run to get me more comfortable, I would do all of the things as if Jack wasn't there, but he was there in case I like needed him in the moment, you know? So this weekend, I'm gonna try the car seat by myself with Jack watching, and I'm gonna put her in the car by myself, but with Jack watching. I'm going to drive the car with Jack in the back. I'm going to drive the car physically just to feel what it's even like to drive my baby in the car. And we're gonna go to a store. And when we get to the store, Mama's gonna put you in the carrier on me instead of Jack, and we're gonna walk in the store. We're going to purchase something and walk out and drive home. It literally sounds insane that that's like a mission of mine, but I wanted to share in case there are any like things that new moms are afraid of doing as new moms that you don't have confidence in yet, because we just haven't proven to ourselves that like we can do it, you know? But I'll keep you updated on how that goes. What are you looking at? You're freaking mama out. We'll keep you updated on how our outing goes, and then maybe sometime next week we'll rip off the band-aid and do it by ourselves, truly by ourselves this time. Where should we go? What store should we go to? But anyways, my friends, that is going to be it for today's vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did and you have not hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to do that down below, because we upload videos like these every single week. We love you all so much, and we'll catch you in the next one, my friends. We'll see you later. Bye!